So when we look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we really can't call it that as a whole, right? Because there's two quite clearly distinct separations of how they're formed and what is, I guess, part of them is the best way to say it, right? You have the Marvel Film Universe, which is part of the MCU, which of course is the big budget movies we get a few times a year. And then you have the Marvel Cinematic Universe TV side of things, which is set within the confines of the universe, but you get more of that every year than you do the movies, and they're a lot more grounded, if you will. And over on the TV side, we see that the universe that they have is including more street level characters and also including much younger heroes like Cloak and Dagger and The Runaways, and of course all the Netflix shows like Daredevil, going into different versions of characters than we have in the actual movies, because some of these characters just wouldn't really work anymore as an actual movie character. And their stories lend themselves better to a big kind of, long form story arc over 10 to 12 episodes. Well, recently during some interviews and during a Q&A, Jeff Loeb, Marvel's head of TV, was directly asked, is there a plan for the Marvel TV side of things, like the entire thing, which means, all the Netflix shows, Cloak and Dagger, The Runaways, and the other stuff they're developing for the streaming service, is there any sort of thing or motion or plan that's in development to unite all of these TV franchises into some sort of Defenders-like style, and would it possibly be involved on the Disney streaming service? And without going into too much details, Jeff Loeb had a very easy answer that wasn't a no. He just says, stay tuned. Now, honestly, every time they've talked about the TV universe before, they say, oh look, they all occupy the same corner. They're there, but we just haven't had the time yet. And this is the first time they've been asked something like this where he doesn't go, well, that's a little too hard, or hey, scheduling conflicts, or anything like that, right? He's not even saying no, that would be hard to do. He just says stay tuned. Why does he say that? Well, because clearly there is something in development and they just don't want to announce it yet, but they're waiting for the right time. And it really wouldn't surprise me if it's San Diego Comic-Con, but more than likely, if anything big like that was to be announced, especially if it's going to deal with the New York side of things, I think New York Comic-Con would be the big one. But I guess it's now wait and see, because me personally, I would have loved to see Cloak and Dagger and the Runaways united with the Defenders. Like, that would just be awesome. And for good measure, toss the Inhumans in there and quickly just off them so we never have to think about them again. God, it hurts to say that. I'm not crying. You're crying. You're crying.